What's up, y'all? It's JC. If you're new, welcome to the channel. If you're a subscriber, welcome back, man. And please hit that like button so we can get some sponsorships up there, man. Get me on the algorithm, get these views up. So we can continue doing what we're doing, man. And I appreciate y'all for rocking with me. If you rock with me, I rock with you, man. So Malik Beasley is under investigation. I read this CBS article when the news dropped. I'm gonna read the title. So Malik Beasley at center of gambling investigation. Pistons pause deal talks with free agent per report. Um, so basically, as the article goes on, it talks about how, he is Malik Beasley. He's under investigation for gambling that took place in the 2023-24 season. One example they gave was right before game. Um, his rebounding props was like 2.5, right? So he something along that line. His rebounding prop pretty much jumped, right before a game. So he wasn't projected to get that many rebounds, and then all of a sudden, the line moved significantly. I think it was plus 120 to like a minus 150. I got to go back and read the article, but that's pretty much it. And not pretty much it, but that's one example that they're investigating it. And just to be clear, Malik Beasley is innocent until proven guilty when it comes to this. Guys have been, you know, we heard about Terry Rozier, in earlier, not earlier, but a couple months ago. Of course, with the Jonte Porter situation, how he's banned from the NBA. Um, I think is he serving some time too? I think he might be, or facing some time. I'm not sure uh, all the details, but the gambling is definitely something that is a interesting topic when it comes to these sports leagues because as we know, you know the NBA, NFL, they put it right in front of you. FanDuel, DraftKings, or whatever the case may be, they're sponsoring these leagues, and then it's not funny, but it's kind of ironic. It's somebody put like a joke out there on Twitter, like, oh, um, more to come on so and so's gambling investigation, and then it's like, oh, this is brought to you by ESPN Bet. It's like you are you know punishing these guys for gambling, but yet your entire, a lot of money that is generated um for these leagues, or I don't know if it's generated for the league. I'm probably like, if you're sponsored by something, yeah, the money is generated for the leagues is comes from gambling. Essentially what they're you don't want the players to do, but you want the fans to do. So I get it, and of course I get it. If you have inside intel on something, or you're you know way more knowledge than the average fan. You're actually in the league. I'm not condoning that at all, but I just find it, pretty interesting that now that these leagues have pivoted to, pretty much embracing the entire gambling culture, right? Every day you wake up on Sunday, during the football season, they got, oh, is so and so going to go over 100 yards and catch a touchdown? I think so and so is going to rush for 50 plus yards. I think Josh Allen is going to rush for 2 touchdowns and throw 2 touchdowns. That's going to be big money. With the NBA, of course, they he's like, will, it's even on the inside the NBA, they do their own props, and Chuck has his picks, Kenny has his picks, and things of that nature. So it's gambling culture is here, and I think not I think, but Malik Beasley, he hasn't been proven guilty. He still has his innocence, right? But when it comes to like a Jonte Porter, I think he won't be the. I don't think he'll be the last guy. You know, um, actually maybe he will. the extent that he went through, I think for sure with the NBA that guys will, kind of deter, and this hey, this statement may come back to bite me. Who knows? But I think in the next, you won't. I'll put it like this: no time soon will you see. I don't think we'll see another Jonte Porter situation. That's my thoughts because I think, man, you're in the NBA, you're making all this money. Why get caught up in any? I understand people will like you. People like money, but why get caught up, man? You making it. You got a good living. You know, you're making six figures, and for some guys, of course, other guys, seven figures a year, maybe even eight figures a year. So it's like, why even fall into that? Um, so yeah, we'll see with this Malik Beasley situation. We'll see how it plays out. But the Terry Rozier thing kind of, I don't know if that's still under investigation, but that kind of just fizzled out um after news broke a couple months ago. And then like this Malik Beasley situation is not only affecting, of course the league has to comply with the investigation, but it's affecting his contract, situation. He's one of the top free agents this year, of course, with his 3-point shooting, what that can bring to any squad. We saw help the Pistons, how they reached the playoffs this past season. They took that jump, so it's it'll be interesting to see how this plays out. Those are my thoughts in the comments. Let me know yours.